Come on in.
Hello, Tigard. We're here with Joanna from Mariposa Midwifery. She is going to be our business spotlight for the month, and I'm just sitting down here to get a little bit to know a little bit more about her business. Hi, Joanna. Thank you so
Hi,
much
Tina.
for joining us today.
My pleasure.
I found out about your business because you took advantage of one of our business support programs. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so I actually applied for the grant that is available to waive your first year of business license costs, which was really a blessing to get. And basically, I just had to show that I had done some things to invest in my business. So I documented what I had done in my independent practice course and my nurse practitioner program. And I brought in the things I had done with Mercy Corps Northwest and with my SCORE mentor to show that I was investing in my business as well.
That's exciting because when we came up with that business fee license waiver program, we had that within mind where it was something where you could get something out of it and we could help you in turn. So it's really good to see that came into play and it was able to help you out.
Absolutely. And it's really a blessing because in pregnancy care, the way that it works on the back end is it's billed a year after you start care with the person, after you've finished all of the birth and postpartum care. Then at some point after that, the insurances pay out. So for me as a midwife, it was especially really valuable.
Wow. So now that we're getting into that topic, tell me a little bit about Mariposa Midwifery. What do we do here?
Yes. Okay. Well, I like to talk about midwifery. So I'm a midwife, and there's 3 kinds of midwives in Oregon. You can be a traditional midwife, like the ancient ways of learning. You can be a certified professional midwife, which is a combination of an apprenticeship course and learning with perhaps a bachelor's degree, or there is master's programs as well. So that's an option. Those certified professional midwives work in birth centers and in home. I am a certified professional midwife,
Yay.
But I also am a certified nurse midwife. So I have my nursing degree as my bachelor's, and then I went back for my master's as a nurse practitioner, and my specialty area is midwifery. So I take care of folks all the way across the lifespan, from the time that they first come into their cycles until through menopause. And a lot of what folks associate with midwifery, though, is pregnancy and birth care.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, kudos to you and all that you've done to be able to do this. What's your most favorite part about being a midwife?
Oh, man. I think there's just something that's really precious about being with people in some of the most vulnerable and life-changing points of their lives. So being able to be with someone in a birth space is incredibly a privilege.
Yeah. And so you're located here in Tigard.
Yep, right on the corner of Hall and Commercial.
Tell me, what made you choose this spot, or what do you most enjoy about being in Tigard?
Okay, this is such a Tigard story. So I was looking at spaces along Main Street, and I had just checked out a spot that I loved, but I wasn't sure about the size. So I went to Symposium to have a coffee and wandered upstairs to talk to the Chamber of Commerce. And they were like, there's a midwife who's very much like what you're doing right down the road from us. And so they connected me up with Sarah Holt, who is a midwife who's created a midwifery education and support community space here called Bienvenue Baby. And that's where I'm subletting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's such a good story. Symposium is definitely a Tigard favorite. So.
For sure.
All right. And lastly here, where do you see yourself here? Not to sound cliche, like in 5 years or so, but where do you see, what's the end goal for Mariposa Midwifery?
My background is community development, so I worked for 30 years in an immigrant community in Phoenix. So I would like to be really integrated within the community and serving both in English and in Spanish, and also just being a place that's safe for people, safe to come and process other experiences within healthcare, that I'm known as a place where people really listen. You know, the visits are an hour or an hour and a half long. So there's really time to talk about what's going on inside your body and begin to piece that out. And I also am getting my doctorate on the side. And so I love teaching. So I'd like to stay connected within the community of nursing and midwifery and stay teaching.
Okay, Joanna, what don't you do? You're a business owner, you're working on your doctorate, y hablas español.
Sí.
Well, that's just exciting to know that that not only are you available here to the Tigard community, but also to the Spanish-speaking community and to the whole community as it all. So it sounds like it's a very welcoming spot. And just from the moment I walked in here, I felt very welcome, safe, and calm. So it was very, very enduring. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us. And thank you, Tigard, for tuning in to this month's Business Spotlight.